I'm Chad.
I'm Dad. No, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be Dad first.
Oh yeah, you're Dad.
I'm Dad.
I'm Chad. And this is our channel. All right guys, we are building the last elevator. Aileron. Last aileron, we already built both of the flaps, but so basically you have to draw a line down the center of each rib. You space it out 2 millimeters, no, 2/10 of an inch, and then you draw a black line, or whatever color you got down the middle. That way, when you drill, yeah, don't use a pencil. The graphite can cause the metal to corrode. So you don't want to use a pencil. You want to use a magic marker. We just use a Sharpie. Once you've riveted the hinges and drawn your lines, you go ahead and Cleco your ribs inside the skin, and then you're going to want to slide the tube, the spar inside, and put some Clecos in, and then you'll weight this down. This is very important. You want to make sure you've got it on some 2x4s, and you weight it down. I like to put the 2x4 close to where I'm drilling in the middle, and weight this sucker down. Because if you don't, and you drill this, it will twist on you, and you don't want that. You don't want any twist. I mean, it's really hard to not get any. I think we had like 1/8 of an inch on one, 1/16 on the other. It's not going to hurt anything. I've talked to some aircraft mechanics. It's not a big deal. You just don't want a lot, you know. But you just do the best you can, weight it down when you drill it, and drill from the aft up, and put a Cleco in. Do one rib at a time. I like to start in the middle and work my way out. That may or may not be right, but it's worked for us. So we'll slide this, move the camera over. We'll slide the spar in, and we'll throw a couple Clecos into it. These off right now. It takes you a little while to figure the first one out, but once you get it figured out, it'll go pretty quick. I think it took us about 3 hours to build the aileron.
Probably just this is. Why did they spin it around and put it to the other side?
Why?
Aren't you going to Cleco it?
You're going to Cleco it here, not there.
Okay, those are small clips.
That's correct. You drill those.
So I flat, got to get the little top.
Came all the way over there just to get those.
Huh.
You don't have to put a Cleco on every one of these. Just you can skip a few and. The main point here is to keep it tight and twist. Okay, the next thing you want to do is find your lines that your center lines that you drew earlier. Kind of give you an idea. We'll do this one right here. If you look here, you can see my center line that I marked. So you want to hold this down, center line. It doesn't work out like this. See, this one I'm going to have to push over this way just a bit because it's not on the center line. and this one as well. So let me back up here. The rib in there is going like this a little bit. So we'll straighten that out before we drill it. What's wrong? Yeah. I don't know how it disappeared.
Yeah, around here.
Well, that's one reason why I didn't Cleco this earlier, is so I could reach in there. So yeah, I told everybody wrong. Cleco it before you drill, or before you rivet it. Checking for any twist. There we go. Come on. Drill that right there. I just used a bent metal rod and stuck it in the inspection hole. Push that spar or that rib over enough to drill it. Get it on the center line. That one's on the center line already. And I'm at a slight angle because you'll notice the aileron is at an angle. So you don't want to drill it straight down. You want to drill and try to be 90 degrees to this angle here. Because if you drill it straight down, then you're going to have a hole here and a hole here, and then it's not going to be good. So don't do that. Make sure you're always 90 degrees to your surface that you're drilling to. You'll work from the aft forward. This is off just a little bit. Yep. We need a Cleco holder, Cleco sorter. Okay, we'll work on this one next. don't want these hinges touching the skin. So if you can't get it on the center line, you can cut this hole out a little bit more. This ended up working out. The hole that the hinge comes through, you can cut it out just a little bit more if you need some more. The end ones are easy. You can just press them over. What'd you say?
Couldn't tell.
I was just being real easy with it. So that's all the drilling except for the spar on the other side. So we'll take it apart. I'll show you guys where we riveted all the hinges and the mount where the push-pull tube goes. So, what is it? Is there any twist?
Yeah.
Maybe
Next to this one.
a very, very tiny amount. Like I said, it's nearly impossible. I don't know how you would do it. Get it perfect unless you built a jig for it and not even read it. It still doesn't, it isn't perfect. 1/16 of an inch. Yeah, number these guys because now they're drilled to a certain spot, so you want to number them and put them back in exactly the way that they were in before you drilled them. How many rows did you get out? You got 2 rows out, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna have a race.
Okay, so
Don't race pulling Clecos out because you'll mess the metal up. So now we're taking it all apart and we're going to deburr everything. One down here. You already marked those? Yep. Hey guys, thanks for watching another episode of Dad and Chad.
if you like this video, share it with your friends and give us a thumbs up,
And never miss an episode of Dad and Chad by hitting that subscribe button.
because we'll be back next Tuesday with another episode.
Thanks again for watching
Dad?
and Chad.